All right, welcome back to Cruise Control. My name's Eric, and today we talk about the 2022 Rivian R1T pickup truck. Let's talk about that right now.
Welcome to Cruise Control. My name is Eric. We're going to start looking at some new cars and used cars to find out what's the best option for you. Let's see what's up next.
All right, guys, so this truck is finally out, and it's got some impressive numbers. It's also pretty pricey. So I'm eventually going to do a comparison video with the Lightning. I'm going to build my Lightning, I'm going to build my Rivian, and then kind of compare the two. But for right now, let's just look at the Rivian and what it has to offer. Number one, speed. Man, this thing's fast. They claim 0 to 60 in 3 seconds flat from a vehicle that weighs almost 7,000 pounds. It weighs 6,950, and yet it can still tow up to 11,000 pounds, so that's pretty good. Horsepower numbers are very healthy. 835 horsepower, 908 foot-pounds of torque. This thing is a pretty good size, 217 inches, 217.1 to be exact. So I was expecting it to be a little bit smaller because they said this was more mid-size, but it's still pretty good. It's still pretty good size. The bed length, though, that's where it's a little bit tiny. So 4.5 foot in the bed. I wish it was a 5-foot bed. I find 5-foot beds to be more practical. You can fit more things in there, and really, it's only 6 inches more. So instead of a 4.5 foot bed and 217 inches, let's make it 223 and put a 5-foot bed on there, because who cares about the extra 6 inches in total length if I get to have a 5-foot bed to be able to put things cargo-wise. But anyways, the front trunk, which is known as a frunk, has 11 cubic feet of space, which is nice to have. I love EV trucks for being able to do that. The Ford Lightning, though, I believe has more cubic feet up front, but it's also a full-size truck, so it should. The rear, it has a spot where it opens under, kind of like a Honda Ridgeline or the Santa Cruz. And you can put either a full-size tire in there or 14 cubic feet of whatever you want. So you can make it into an ice chest or cargo or whatever you like. Now, one of the cool things is there's a little side area. You can put stuff in there. There's a hole, as you can see in the picture, it goes all the way through. You can just store things in there, or you can pay $5,000 extra, and when you pull it out to go camping, you got your entire kitchen set with you. Kind of cool, you know, I like that. That's pretty fun. Now, as far as, am I gonna have any options to charge things? Well, there's only 1 or 2 charging outlets in the whole truck. That was sarcasm. It actually has 3 12-volt outlets. It's got 4 120 and 6 USB-C charging stations. So quite a lot of charging. If you have more devices than that, then don't take so many devices with you. 140 miles of range, though, can be charged in 20 minutes. So that is really nice. So if you're like, oh man, I just need to get home, I don't want to wait at the charging station for a long time, I'm less than 100 miles away or about 100 miles away from home, boom, 20 minutes, 140 miles, get you there. Quoted at 314 miles of range with the standard 20-inch tires that and wheels that are rated for the best fuel economy. If you pay for the bigger battery, which is about 180, 181 kilowatts, you get over 400 miles of range, again, with those optimized tires and wheels. However, if you get off-road tires, you can expect up to a 15% drop in range, regardless if you're getting the standard or the extended range model. And if you get the high performance 22-inch rims, this isn't going to be off-road, but more street tire setup, but performance, you get up to 10% power drivetrain loss. So you get 10% less miles. So about 30 miles less in the 314. So not bad, but just know if you want the best range, you're going to want to get the standard wheels and tires. But if you want to go off-roading, just know you're going to be paying a penalty of up to 15% less in range. So keep that in mind. Price, though, this thing starts at around $68,000. That's pretty pricey. Now, I get it. It's got a lot of power and it can go fast and it can do a lot of things, but still, that's starting. Let's be honest. No one's going to buy one that's at $68,000. Probably average price of these are going to be $80,000 to $90,000. Let's just be realistic. And that is a whole lot of coin that I personally don't have. I think this is a cool truck. I hope Rivian will eventually offer, I don't know what a lower version of this would be, what they would call it, because it's an R1T. I don't know if it'd be like an R2 or an R3, or if they do different letters. I don't know what they're going to do for a nomenclature as far as what's underneath. But I'd like to see something starting around the Lightning's price, which the Lightning you can start at $39,900. So right under $40,000. So this thing starts almost $30,000 more than a Lightning. The Lightning's a full-size truck. Now towing's pretty similar because the Lightning can tow 10,000, but still the price is so much different. Now it's got really cool interior. The exterior, not sold on it. That front end is just not for me, but that's okay. Styling is subjective. Maybe to some, this looks better than any other truck that's out there. Better than the Cybertruck, but the Cybertruck's still supposed to start at around $40,000. We'll see, because Tesla says a lot of things and they don't always follow the things that they say they're going to do. And the Cybertruck looks like it was designed by my 6-year-old, but at least the price is starting low and it's bullet resistant and the windows don't break, not like they did in the... Anyways, we won't talk about that. This is about the Rivian. So you guys, what do you guys think about this Rivian? Are you guys going to get this, the Lightning, something else? Are you sticking with gas powered? You're going to go hybrid? What do you guys think of EV trucks? I think EV trucks are going to be fantastic. Here's why. When the prices start trickling down, like with the Lightning at $40,000, the common person can get into that and not pay a penalty for driving a truck every day. Let's give an example. Let's say your truck averages 14 miles per gallon, and let's say you drive 70 miles every day. You're going to be paying a lot in fuel. Versus if you have an EV, your house has solar, and you can charge it for free, you see how you can recover a lot of that cost. And in fact, 5 to 10 years, it's going to be a huge price breakdown for driving that amount of time. Of course, there's going to be issues with towing. It's going to be dropped down as far as that kind of stuff. So I can't wait to see vehicles tested in that regard. But I still like EVs with trucks and SUVs the most, better than even cars to me, because then I think there's no penalty for driving a big SUV and no penalty for driving a big truck. You get the best of both worlds. You get the big vehicle that you want without having to pay a lot at the pump. That is something that has me excited, really, for the future of trucks and big SUVs. But anyways, what would you guys do? Leave your comments down below. My name's Eric. This is Cruise Control. Thank you for watching.